All right, guys, I'm going to go over how to fold an origami crane real quick. Okay? So if you want the pattern side of your paper to be on the outside, start with the solid side up. Okay? First thing we do is fold our paper right in half, and we want to be very precise with this. So we line up our corner, lining this corner up right here. Okay, I'm going to lightly crease that. Make sure the other corner is good. Crease that down, that all looks good. So now I can fold it sharp. Boom. Turn my paper 90 degrees, I unfold it. Okay, I'm going to do the exact same thing again. This is my first fold, so I'm going to fold the other direction. And again, I want to line these up just as precisely as I can. Okay, got that nice and sharp. That looks like I got my corners good. So I'll crease it down there with the back of my fingernail. Okay, unfold that. You got 4 squares there, right? All right, this is important. I flip my paper over. Make sure you flip your paper over before you do this next part. Now I'm gonna take my paper and I'm gonna go corner to corner. So I'm gonna do the exact same thing. I'm gonna try to make sure I've got that corner lined up just as closely as I can. Crease it lightly to make sure I'm good. If these corners back here are off a little bit, sometimes that'll tell you you're off just a little bit. Turn my paper over. Kind of roll that down. All right, that looks pretty close. Good enough for this one anyway. Sorry, I have a little trouble getting that corner to line up this time. All right, I'm gonna hold that in place. All right, kind of a good fold there. Unfold my paper, still with the pattern side up. Turn it 90 degrees, and I go to the other corner. Same story. Got a good line up there. Fold that down. All right, that looked good. So I'm gonna fold that nice and sharp. And now I'm gonna unfold my paper. Now when I unfold my paper, I've got this sort of bowl shape in the middle on the pattern side. If I push from the very center on the bottom, very lightly, when that pops, I end up with a crease here and here. And all I do is just pinch one crease on one side and one on the other, on opposite corners of the paper, okay? That gives me this little square right here, and we're off and running, okay? Now this couldn't be more important. If you do not do this part, it will not work, I promise. There's only one side where you can open it up and see the inside like this. And I just see a single layer in here, okay? If that has to be pointed towards you. If it is not, I promise it won't work, okay? So I'm gonna bring this up so I can get a nice clean edge there. See where my fold goes. And I'm gonna fold with this little point. I'm bringing just one flap of the paper up. There's one here, one there. I'm just bringing one up, and I come up almost to that center line, and I'm gonna create that little fold just like that, with a point down here and the wide part up here. I'm gonna do the same thing with one flap over here. Try to line those up so they match, and so they come together nicely in the middle. If I see it's getting a little wide there, I'm gonna make a little adjustment, and I want that to be nice and sharp when I get done, okay? I'll crease those down. You can see I still have paper here and here on the other side. So I'm gonna turn the paper over, and I'm gonna do the exact same thing with those. And my point still on the open side of the paper. That is an absolute must, okay? And you'll see why here in a second, because we're gonna do our petal fold, and that is where our petal comes from. So fold again, fold again. And try to dress that down. It's not the sharpest one I've ever done. You see I got a little paper bump there. Not a big deal. All right, so I'm gonna take this top part right here where these two flaps cross over. I'm just gonna bend that over. And what that does is that's gonna help me with my next fold. I'm gonna flip the paper over, fold it back, just so I get a nice crease there, okay? But that's just a helper fold. All right, there's you got your little kite form, right? Point towards you. I'm gonna take one layer of that, and I'm gonna unfold it. And remember how we could take one layer of paper here? This is the petal fold. This is the one that people tend to kind of have trouble with, okay? So the way I do this is I lift that paper up like this. I just take these edges and I tuck them right over like that. And just reverse that fold. So I'm gonna take this one, tuck it right over there, reverse that fold. I bring it down, crease it, boom. We just reverse that fold. That's called the petal fold. That's the one that gives people trouble. Turn my paper over. Got these other two pieces of my kite. I unfold them. Single layer of paper. Same thing as before. I bring it up. Kind of get my thumb in there. Bring these pieces over. Bring this piece over. Kind of work them up to the center point. Just be patient. Get that paper nice and precise. Okay. So I could just do like that. I just like to go down here, crease that down, and that just gives me a nice sharp edge. Okay. All right. That was our petal fold. That's a challenging part. See these two little legs? Just like before, when you had to have your paper pointed towards you with the open side, these legs need to be pointed at you for this next part. They will not work if you don't do that. Make sure these legs point towards you, okay? So we're gonna do another little kite fold, almost exactly like before, except we're gonna fold right down to that crease between these two legs, okay? Our point at the bottom of our legs, and we come almost to the center. You can come to the very center if you wanted to, but it's easier to get good sharp points if you come just very close to the center. But you want it to be very, very close, like almost touching, okay? Take your time. The sharper you can get these little points to come down, the sharper your crane will be. These will become the head and the tail of the crane, okay? So there's my kite fold on that side. I turn my paper over, same thing, legs towards me. Fold up to the center crease of those legs. Get a nice sharp fold, boom. Nice sharp fold, boom. And dress that down, looks good. I use the back of my fingernail. You can use the edge of a Sharpie or something to help you crease that if you prefer. All right, so now we've got this little kite with these two legs, okay? These legs are gonna be the tail and the head, okay? Now it's kind of hard to see because of the pattern and everything, but right at the top of this little kite fold, there's this kind of edge of paper. So I take this and I fold it up and I bring it up parallel so that it lays right at the same angle, and just, it doesn't line up exactly, but make sure it's parallel with that little flap of paper. Fold that down. That's not the sharpest tail I ever had. All right, do the same thing on the other side. Again, these are just kind of helper folds. All right, fold, fold. All right, so this next part, kind of pay attention here. This is I'm going to use this for my tail. I'm going to use this for my head since it's not quite as sharp as the other. So turn it up on its edge, okay? Open these little flaps, okay? You can see the part we just folded sort of unfolded. Bring it right up between there. And what you need to do here, this is folded this way right now. We need to reverse that fold. So take your time. This might be a chance where I could actually make that one that's kind of dull a little bit sharper if I really spend my time and do a good job. So this is a sharp one. Kind of roll that down. Try to get that nice and pointy as you can. Okay. You can see it starting to fold the other direction. Give it a good squeeze. And now it's between those two folds. Okay. So I'm going to do the same thing on this other one, the one that's a little bit dull. I turn it up on its side here. That's how it looks. I turn it up, open it up, bring that up. Remember we had those helper folds? And now I need to reverse this guy. And I'm going to try to do a good job and see if I can get him as pointy as I can. Don't worry if yours don't turn out pointy every time. Obviously, that happens. Oh, that looks pretty good. All right. There we go. We're almost done. Now I might change which one. I think I'm going to change this one to the tail. It's sharper now. All right. So there's our basic bird. I'm going to pick this one for the head since it's a little wonky and there's a little bit of kind of ravel there. And all I do here is I just take this. I'm going to bend that down as big as I want the head. I'm going to tuck him in there a little bit. And I'm going to put just a little crease in there with my fingernail or whatever works for you so that it stays in place. So there's our head. Here's our tail. Take our wings, fold them down to the top of their fold, about like that. Same thing on the other side, just like this. Okay, I like to line those up so they point out the same direction. And for most people, that is where they leave their crane, okay? There's your crane. That's a good one. okay? I personally like to do this. I take the wings and very gently and patiently kind of pull that apart. And so this middle part expands a little bit. And then I tuck that down with my finger just a little, just enough to kind of hold it in place. Sometimes it pops, sometimes it doesn't. And I like the way that looks, because I just think that looks more like a full body on a bird. Okay? All right, give it some practice. Don't worry if it doesn't turn out for you every time. That happens. Have fun. Let me know if you have questions.